Okay, so I'm gonna rate every single card in Brothers War based on my gut reaction and nothing else. So this is gonna be part one. It's gonna be a lot of parts, but let's get started. We're gonna start with artifact creatures. Our first card is Rootwire Amalgam. First impression, 10 out of 10. Really good card. 2 mana lets you cost it for 2/3, and then if you pay additional 5 mana later, you sacrifice it, and then you get effectively a 6/9 creature for 5 mana. Really good card, definitely will work really good with different grave decks, I think, because that 5/5 you can get just by summoning it from the grave, because the way Prototype is worded is you may cast the spell with different mana costs, but that also means that the 5/5 with the additional effect is its standard form. So because of the way Prototype works, you'll be able to summon this from your grave as a 5/5, and then for 5 mana, you could get a 15/15, which is just silly. Also, the fact that it has Prototype and can be cast as a 2/3 for 2, that alone is pretty good, as a 2/3 for 2 is very mana efficient. Card number 2, Teresian Mindbreaker. Very much does what it says. It's 7 mana, so it's extremely expensive, but it has Unearth of 4 mana, so basically discard this card using blue shenanigans and then summon it from your grave for 4 mana. You get a 6/4 and it mills half your opponent's library. I am not looking forward to this card. I think it's a great design if you're a blue player, but I'm not sure how much it'll actually get used just because it is still relatively expensive. Third card is Phyrexian Dragon Engine. This is the first of the meld cards that I'm going to be covering. It's a 3 mana 2/2, which isn't that great, but it does have Double Strike, which Double Strike is always a plus to have on a creature. When it enters the battlefield from your grave, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. I like that this is a May effect, because if you want to just do the meld, then you don't have to discard your hand. But if you're in a pinch and you only have 1 card, or maybe you don't have any cards in your hand, you can get 3 cards for free. And then the additional Unearth is kind of nice. I don't think it's a terrible card. I think it's definitely not the strongest in the set, but it could be interesting to see how often people actually get this to meld with Mishra. Final card for this video is Scrapwork Mutt. Very much keeping in the theme of red Mishra themed cards in this. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and then it has Unearth. 2 mana for a 2/1 with a 2 mana Unearth cost. Overall, a decent card. Nothing super fancy, but can definitely see it getting a lot of play in red decks. That's it for part 1. Part 2 will be coming out a little bit later.